nice pubic lice and cellulite, slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails. It's the school for ugly girls. At the school for ugly girls, mate, Camilla Parker Bowles look like Beyonce Knowles. I would like to be the knit nurse at the school for ugly girls. Great Christ! You're like a dog that lost a fight. You must have done something wrong in a past life. They only come out at night. Dr. Jack Jekyll and Vincent Price find a bride for Frankenstein. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. It's not the virgin suicides. It's a school for ugly girls. Never been kissed, won't be missed. Walking around with rolling pins, as ugly as the seven sins. They're all too fat and all too thin. Ugly girl, I've been mugged by guys with better looks. Your personality must be great, because you've got a face that can break plates, baby. Disorders on the floor at the school for ugly girls. Ugly girls, ugly girls, ugly girls! Ugly girls taking over the world. I tried to hide my face. Ugly girls all over the place. I tried to run, but they gave chase. Ugly girls on the rampage. It's the end of term. Hallelujah, it's raining ugly girls. Ugly girls do it to themselves. Ugly girls are on the shelf. Ugly girls are misbehaving. Ugly girls need a shave. Ugly girls are your biggest fan. Ugly girls just want to have fun. I can't get enough of these ugly girls.
Which girls?
These girls, ugly girls. Ugly girls around the clock. Ugly girls starting now, I just can't stop. Ugly girls of attitude. Ugly girls are after you. Ugly girls on the prowl. Ugly girls want the world and they want it now. Ugly girls, ugly girls, ugly girls. Ugly girls, ugly girls, ugly girls, let's hear it for those ugly girls, ugly girls, ugly girls! There isn't a makeover in the world that can help at the school for ugly girls.
Cheers.
So.
Good.
This really is nothing.
Anyone go and see Wilco Johnson yesterday? I missed him, man. I was fucking gutted. I only caught his encore, but this is a cover version of one of his songs, and like any good cover version, it bears almost no resemblance to the original. So let's see if you can tell which one it is. I sold my soul for rock and roll, 20 Marlboro Lights and a microphone, half a pint of Jack Daniels and Coke, and I changed my name to Mud by Depot. I swapped my girlfriend for a ticket to London and a suitcase full of duty-paid fags, but I managed to swap her back for a backpack full of pornographic mags. Hypochondriac, I've got it bad. Dr. Bob came round with his medicine bag when the symptoms started. I thought it was a joke. Now I'm lying in bed with a bowl of chicken soup. It started with me tapping my feet, started in a taxi rank and ended in a fight, and by the time they found me at the end of the night, I was hid behind the jukebox crying my eyes out to take up thy stethoscope and walk. Listen to the beating of your heart. There's only one way you're going to make it stop. You'll have to prescribe the strongest medicine you've got. You tried to join in, but you broke your arm. Standing in a graveyard, scratching your ass, clutching to a lyric sheet with a clenched fist. You got to treat this shit like the bitch it is. The band were in a rage when we climbed on stage. Sounded like Chaz and Dave on a bad day, and I never realised that air guitar was so closely related to heart failure. So when the palpitations start, listen to the beating of your heart. There's only one way you're going to make it stop, Dr. Bob. Tell them what you've got.
I got 2 shots of punk rock, 1 dose of soul, 25 milligrams of rock and roll. Wash it all down with vodka and coke and then stay off the techno for a month or so. And if those symptoms continue to persist, milk and alcohol is all I can suggest.
They say you shouldn't keep your friends as close as your enemies. Well, Bob's not my friend, he's my chemist. Because when you're in the grips of disease, you don't worry about the medical fees. Blessed relief, get me a priest. My temperature rises to 100 degrees. Because if it really gets you, it can kill. Can't sit still feel ill. Feel more rough than Cruella de Vil. Well, you shouldn't call the doctor if you can't afford the bill. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.